Okay, we are live day one, CAMX 2025, and joining me today is Monica Rommel of Specialty Materials Company and also Chantel Camardisi. That's right, Torre Advanced Composites. We'll be talking about the high bore technology, which is a revolutionary hybrid unidirectional composite that integrates boron fiber and carbon fibers. So good to have both of you joining me. This material achieves unprecedented compression strength while maintaining high stiffness and balanced tensile properties. So glad to have both of you coming on this morning.
Thank you.
Absolutely. Why don't you, before we start, share a little bit about your backgrounds? I like to kind of get some feedback on you guys. How long you've been with? I know your story, Monica. Maybe we could start with Chantel.
Yeah, so I've been with Torre for the last just about 8 years now.
Mm-hmm.
I'm our thermoset product manager.
Yep.
Prior to that, I actually worked for a startup aerospace company.
Okay.
So in composites for about 14 years now.
Okay.
And yeah, with Torre for the last 8.
Very good. And of course, Monica, she's the CEO of Specialty Materials. I've had you on the podcast once or twice, I think, in the past.
Yeah, I think one time.
Yep. And your role with Sampi, maybe you could talk a little bit about that.
Yeah, so I'm currently the Sampi North America Executive Cabinet Vice President.
Okay.
Last year, I was the treasurer. And I decided to join the cabinet, which is about a 7-year journey because of everything that Sampi had done for me during my career, the network I built, the friendships I made,
Yeah.
the help that I got.
Yeah.
So I'm really happy to serve.
That's wonderful. So let's talk about this technology. It's kind of marrying the boron fiber with carbon fiber. We call it the high bore technology. Let's if you would, just give us kind of an overview of this new material.
Yeah, so we've teamed up with Specialty Materials to kind of bring this new material, I think, to the industry where we're really taking the benefits of the compression strength of boron fiber,
Yeah.
marrying it with the great tensile strength of T1100 carbon fiber to really help some of those in the areas in the industry that really need the compression properties that carbon fiber just has not been able to get to with the technology that we have. We've been able to really push the tensile strength up.
Sure.
Bringing the compression strength has really come by marrying it with the boron fiber. So we've had this relationship with Specialty Materials for probably the last 6+ years now. Where We've been working with them to really bring it to kind of the next level of generation with the Torre resin systems and the expertise of boron fiber from Specialty Materials.
Correct me. Are there two high bore technologies, a one and two different ones, or is there one and two? Or
yeah, no, it's really a family of products.
Okay.
Because we can change the ratio of the T1100 carbon fiber to the boron. We can actually also use it with epoxies, BMI, cyanide ester, polyamides.
Okay.
So it's really a family of products that we can customize for the customer's set of requirements.
Yeah. You mentioned in terms of the resin systems you're using. Can you talk a little more about that?
Yeah, so today, to Monica's point, right, it's really a family of resins.
Yeah.
So we've done things at the lower epoxy temperatures. If you need the higher temperatures, we can marry them with the bismuth imides. We can do it with the cyanide esters. So it really depends on the application and what resins are needed.
Okay.
There's some that we've done, and then there's others that are still, I think, open for us to consider looking at as well.
Yeah.
But at this point, I would say it's all of the next generation resin systems.
And what's really unique about this relationship is a small business would never get traction in the aerospace market with
Right.
their own resin formulations. But we've got a multi-billion-dollar Torre that's given us access to those. And it's really accelerated the development and also the acceptance by the aerospace community.
What's specifically, I know aerospace, what are there any other industries that this opens up for you all, opportunities?
I think one emerging market for us is commercial aviation.
Okay.
And like I said, if we didn't have Torrey behind us,
Yeah.
nobody would look at a 50% company in Lowell, Massachusetts and say, I want to bet my aircraft win on you.
No, it's a good partnership in
Yeah.
that regard, right? I mean,
Yeah, and the advantage to the residents, kind of back to that, and then with this question, right, is there's different residents. So depending on which industry, which area, whether you're talking industrial,
Yeah.
hockey sticks, or are you talking aerospace, right? There's a lot of different options with those resin systems, and the uniqueness of it too is that you wouldn't necessarily make your entire part out of a high bore, but then you would use your carbon only materials with that same resin system, and then you can co-cure the high bore product with the standard carbon product,
Right.
and you don't have any issues with those.
that's great.
resins.
So you're not having to use two different resin systems. You're using one resin system, but then maybe a mix of the high bore and the carbon fiber.
Exactly.
So,
exactly.
that's
yeah,
great.
and you can design appropriately to get the best improved properties
Yeah.
without kind of saying over designing.
And it reduces the cost because the boron's expensive.
Oh yeah.
So this concept of doing it as
Yeah.
selective reinforcement puts it in a more affordable
Yeah.
cost regime.
Yeah. No, that's one area I know we've talked in the past. The boron has never been super, but it's not. I mean, it's a specialty material, like like the name says. It's not for everyone. It's for specific applications. But this marries two technologies together that I think really. You mentioned hockey sticks, so is that I mean, that's another area within sporting goods. I
Yeah,
know.
we've been in the high end our hockey sticks for
Yeah.
the last 5 years.
Sure.
This year, Garrett's, our business development manager, has
Yeah.
been able to get us into the new head speed racket.
That's great.
It's got our branding on it.
Does it
Yeah,
really?
It does.
That's
Come by our
fantastic.
booth and
Oh, I
we'll
want to
show
see
you.
that because I love tennis. So I mean, I want to.
We want your review of the racket.
Okay, yeah,
You
oh,
can
sure.
tell us if
I've
on
got
really
I've got
this
3
thing.
head rackets, so I'll give you some feedback. Thank you both for stopping by. I do want to mention before we wrap up where they can find each of your booth locations. For Torre, Chantel, it's at booth Q13. You mentioned,
Yep.
and then Monica. Let's see, it's coming up here in a second. Remind me. H60. There we go. H60. You can check them out. Again, specmaterials.com. And then for Torre, you want to mention not just Torre, but Torre TAC.com. Yeah, because you want to go to the right space, to the right site for them. Thank you both again for coming by. It's been a pleasure. Hope you have a wonderful show. Best of success. And I'll have to stop by your area later today or tomorrow.
Thank you for
you.
having
Thanks.
us.
Yep.
Yeah, thank